Hey everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life here for Lift and Sketch with Christy and Rachel. This is the sketch that we're working with this month. It's one I chose. And I am working with my Shop It kit from my Shop It or Stash It series I'm doing with Daisy. And this is the first time I've really cut into any of my papers or done anything with it. So I actually struggled because I guess I had such a selection. I didn't know what to do. So originally, my first thought here is I'm going to use this beautiful Paige Evans pattern paper with the half circles because that's where I got the design from. And I go ahead and I picked a few of the ones on the outside so that I didn't have to really go too far into the paper because I wasn't exactly sure if I had any other plans for this paper. And I went and cut them out. Problem is they're too small. So I'm going to look through my photos and try to decide. I don't have the little tiny photos in the right size. Well, obviously the right size, but the right dimensions and the orientation. That's the word I'm looking for. So I'm trying to play off and see what I can do. I'm thinking about doing this one of my kids again on New Year's. I'm really trying to get these photos scrapped. It'll happen eventually, I promise. But yeah, nope, I go, that's not really working. And then I go to these two photos of a walk I took with my son one day back at our old place. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can find a strip of paper somewhere along the lines. And I'm searching, I'm kind of looking for like a border strip or something to find. I do find something that I try to make work. This is the only tricky thing I find about making my own kits is because I'm mixing up the collections. Sometimes you find something that works with one thing, but it doesn't work with the others because it's just off just a little bit. And that was kind of the case with this because I think I'm using this piece, which is, I think, Chamel mixed in with Paige Evans, and the color tones are just slightly off. So yeah, and you see how small those half circles are? Not gonna work. So I'm like, I don't know. I go back to the original idea of those photos, realize it's not gonna work, and so I bring in my punch here, and I'm gonna just pick some pattern papers and just make 4 little half circles. So I went into my stash, my leftover stash kit, and used a little bit more of that, so yay me. And then the other 3 are this beautiful one from the Chamel line. I use one from the Dear Lizzie line, which is the black, it's so pretty, it's like the geometric, I don't know, I just love the paper though. And then I also use what is my third one? I can't even remember what it is right now. Oh dear. Oh, I use this one, the one with the butterflies or whatever they are. I like that little pop of yellow there, and so I'm going to go ahead and use that. And then that one tied in with the pink one, which worked well. And then I just felt like the black one just kind of helped encase all of it and make a nice, just to make a nice line. So that is going to be how I end up doing the half circles. So that on its own took me a little while. And then you're going to see me switch out my photos a whole lot. And that is why this layout is a little bit longer than normal. I do try very hard to keep it under 10 minutes. And even that, I try to keep it even under that. My ideal video recording time is about 7 minutes. That I feel like is perfect for me. So this one's a little bit longer, but I didn't know how to, I could cut this out for you, but I really wanted you to see me struggle because this happens and it's been happening a lot lately. It's not even a funk. I'm okay. Like I'm scrapping and everything, but like, I just can't make final decisions or something. So it happens to us all. And this is just a case of that. I thought maybe I could scrapbook her room. That wasn't working. Thought maybe I could scrapbook Nora cleaning, and that wasn't working. I had these 2 photos that were finally the right orientation, did not match the papers very well. I didn't know how to make that work. So, it was going to cover up her face. That's not going to work. So I finally come across, oh yes, and I did try to scrapbook Valentine's Day too, but I finally come across these 2 sets of photos. One of them was taken when Nora was just a baby, and the other one was taken just recently, and they're of Jackson and Nora with my mom, and this worked. So this is where we're gonna go, and you're gonna actually see me create the layout now. Now, I didn't have the strip. I couldn't make the strip work. I didn't know what to do. And so I went into my washi that I had in my stash kit as well. And I'm still trying to get it used up. My goal is to get it all used up. And whatever I don't is going to be part of my in my kit giveaway that is going to one person. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this. Hopefully you've been listening and following along, but Daisy and I are part of our giveaway for this series is you comment on all of our videos and everything. And at the end of the series, so when we do our final share for this Shop It kit, then we will look at everything, see what happens, and probably, I don't know, we'll probably do 5 days later or something. I'm not exactly sure. We haven't talked about that. But we are going to announce just one winner that's going to receive something from both of us. And what it's going to include is you will get a sheet of Daisy's chosen paper for this kit and my chosen paper for this kit, and then some of our leftover goodies from both our stash and our Shop It kit. So I'm excited. I've been putting some stuff. I went through my ephemera and I put some of the pieces of ephemera from my actual ephemera kit. If you remember from my stash kit, I chose 3 different ephemera boxes to pick from. I went through that and picked some fun pieces to include in that already. And yeah, so I'm excited to do that. But the whole point of that is if I don't get through my washi, you are getting the leftovers of this. I think it's Dear Lizzie washi. I'm pretty sure it's Dear Lizzie washi. So, yep. But I wanted to get through some of it. I was able to use this pink washi. So yay me. And then I'm going to do just a little bit of mixed media, mostly because I wanted there to be a little bit of color behind that black and white photo that I have. And I love teal. Teal is easy for me to do with mixed media. I find that I can make it work a lot easier than other colors. I struggle with other colors. I know I've been doing a lot of mixed media lately, so it might not seem like it, but I really do. And I was worried about this mixed media. I was afraid I had messed it up, but thankfully it all works out. I think I kept it simple enough that it just kind of peeks through. And I did know that my photos were going to cover most of it up, so it did kind of help a little bit. And then, of course, I want to add just a little bit of tissue paper underneath the photos so that there's a bit of something there. Tissue paper, I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but I just love that it's a softer version of backing your photos with white cardstock and giving them a border that way. And then depending on how you lay it out, it can be messy or whatever, and I just love that look. So that's why I tend to use it a lot. I bring in another layer of the teal paper just because it was sitting on my desk and I wanted to get it used up. But when I flipped it over, I happened to see that it was yellow, and I felt that if I used that instead, it would bring in a little bit more yellow. And then I have to figure out how to divide and bridge that huge gap right there where it's supposed to have journaling and frames and whatnot. And I was thinking about backing this and using the frame and putting my title there and all of that. That purple is so off. And then I thought, well, I could add the yellow frame as well. And it just, none of it was working. I didn't like it. I didn't want to cut anything and then not like it. So I'm going to actually end up taking them away and not use those whatsoever. And this layout becomes pretty simply embellished actually. And how I kind of make dimension and stuff is I pop up the yellow and the teal half circles with some fun foam. And my photos are popped up with some fun foam as well. And then instead of doing really anything there, I'm just going to put my title. And I had this leftover Nana from a layout I had created a long time ago that I didn't like, and I re-scropped it and it just was sitting there. So I used that leftover alpha there because it was already saying Nana. And then you saw me use the sticker sheet to pull out the floral. I always find florals the easiest thing from a sticker sheet to use, and so it tends to be the very first thing I use. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the Missy Whitten random cut. So this is where you just grab your scissors and cut into your paper and back it with another piece of pattern paper. I love when she does this. I love the way it looks. I did not go with my scissors and rough it up. I kind of forgot more so than I didn't mean to do it, but it's fine. I could have gone back and fixed it, but I'm just letting it go this time. I didn't mean to do it. It just didn't happen. And I'm going to back it with some more of the pretty black paper there. I love this pattern paper so much. I just love it. And I really like the look it gives. It really kind of helped. Oh, sorry about my hair there. It really helped kind of just finish it off for me. And so I go ahead and do that, and I do it on both sides. And I'm trying to save this paper, obviously, because I want to be impressive like Daisy and create more than just a couple layouts with this kit. So I'm trying to save my paper. So in order to do that, I just simply sliced it a little bit in and then went ahead and backed the rest of it. And then I just have a little chunk that, I don't know, I'll find something to use with it down the line, hopefully. And then I didn't butcher a whole bunch of paper for no reason, which is always a good thing. And I'm going to lay everything back down now. There's that florals thing. I really like the way it looked against that black and white photo. I feel like it really kind of helps bring your eye to that photo first, and then your eye kind of travels down. So you can see the title that says Nana Time. And I also went into my ephemera there. You can see that was quick. That was off camera, sorry. But I grabbed the clock because it said time. And then I'm just copying the sketch and using the butterflies there. I really liked that. And then also a piece in pink that I think says something about memories. And then I added a sticker to put on the top photo so it matched, and I love that. The word time is in that foam thicker from my stash kit. I have still misplaced the first half of it, so like the A, B, C, D, all whatever part of it. I still don't know where that is, but I was able to spell the word time by cutting a letter for the I and using a 3 for the E, so I just went with it. Oh, I was frustrated though. And then to bring in just a little bit more gold, I used the Heidi Swap Alpha kit that I put in my stash. I put in my kit. I can't talk today, sorry. And I like that. Again, it kind of gives it a diagonal effect there, which is perfect. And then to finish it up, I'm just going to add a few stitches in the places and some journaling. I don't do my journaling yet. I'm just going to kind of mark where it's going to go. And I add a few sequins because it all fell on my desk one day. So I just added them before I got them cleaned up. So that is going to do it. Please make sure you head on over and check out Rachel's take for this sketch. And we will be back next month with another lift and another sketch. And I hope you've also enjoyed this for my stash kit, shop it or stash it kit. There's a look at the final layout. And I'll see everyone soon. Bye!